Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we got a very spicy list, as you can kind of already tell when you see a Valgavoth, Atraxa, and randomly a Massacre Wurm in the deck. Boy, brush them teeth, my guy. Holy, actually, I'm gonna be honest. He might actually brush those things. Those things are looking good. But other than that, we're going to be playing Reanimator. We're going to be using Zombify to bring it back, and Valgavoth's Faithful to be bringing any of these back. Seems like an overload on reanimate effects whenever you're talking about what we have over there. But realistically, the idea is that Atraxa and Massacre Wurm, whenever they get brought back, most likely are going to die. And bringing them back multiple times until we do find a Valgavoth seems like a good idea. But the spiciest thing, if you look over here to the left, is the Enigma Jewel in here, along with Collector's Vault, which is obviously a good discard outlet for our bombs over here. If I can move them in so we can actually look at the deck as a whole. But these being interesting, Mazemind Tome being a really good scry / draw effect, it does gain us a little bit of life if we get it cooking right away. You do get two kind of counters on it almost immediately, where you activate it on your opponent's turn, the turn you play it, and then on your upkeep if you want to do that to manipulate your top card, and then that's already two counters. You put a third and a fourth on it pretty much the next following two turns, which is pretty nice. And then the Collector Vault is super good in terms of getting these cards in the graveyard and giving us enough like treasures to actually just hard cast some of these. And it also has another synergy in the deck, which is really cool as well. And the Enigma Jewel, this is a card that people were potentially just wanting to play in artifacts, but apparently we want to play them in our messed up reanimator decks because of the 2 mana that it gives us whenever we want to activate the Vault for free, pretty much off the Enigma Jewel, because this is 2 mana. We don't actually have to use our mana to do this anymore. Same with this if we want to draw a card. The other options as well is the Vault over here and Fountainport, 2 man lands or value lands. Where Fountainport, we can either make a 1/1 or a treasure. We've seen this card far too much. But here's a card that came from the big score from the Outlaws of Thunder Junction set with that little extra addition. For 3 mana, discard a card, look at the top X cards in your library, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom of the library. So this is effectively a discard outlet in a land to get rid of any of these in our hand that we want. And when we're making treasures off the Vault, counting the Vaults itself, and if we do have the Enigma Jewel, that we've activated this one turn, well, that's already 3 artifacts. Now we're digging for cards that matter, whether that be a Reanimate effect, another Sheoldred, or again, one of these top end cards. And just going from there in that game just seems really good from us. Outside of that, we do have cut downs, Bitter Triumph as our main primary removal to once again discard. A thing in the video that you'll find in a trend is Massacre Wurm is apparently messed up. Who would have known? It comes up quite often that this is the win condition over the other 2. Don't ask me how. I was just playing the games. But yeah, Massacre Wurm was primarily the win condition, which is crazy. But I guess the last little synergy here I meant to bring up, but I moved it over there. Enigma Jewel also works on the Valgavoth's Faithful. So if there is a situation where, like, turn 1, you play the Jewel, so it untaps. You play, say, like, a Collector's Vault. You activate that Vault. You discard a Valgavoth into the graveyard. You play that 3rd land. You cast the Valgavoth's Faithful. Use the 2 mana in the Enigma Jewel to activate Valgavoth's bottom ability, and you can bring back Valgavoth or Atraxa or Massacre Wurm on turn 3. So it's definitely a high roll there, but it is possible and something that you want to bring up and talk about a little bit. Then that is it. We're just blue-black. We are playing 24 lands, and we are ready to go. So outside of that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. And let's go game. My opponent does go first. This is a little bad, but I can play this, play this, play this, do this, do this. Yes. Fun. The Terra Thunder, please. Probably Terra Thunder. Elves. Oh, interesting. What? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do it next turn. Crazy when the Enigma Jewel gives you a ton of value. Like, what's that for? Don't you worry about it. No way you actually did that. You're insane. What? Bro, who plays Pick Your Poison in best of 1? Are we actual? Are we serious? Oh my gosh. What am I up against, man? What is your deck? What are you playing? You're playing the most insane cards I've ever seen. Your hand was one elf, a pick your poison, and a snakeskin veil? Yeah, sure. Here comes the other elves. Why not? Like, thankfully, I draw a land, bro. I just don't know if I could have kept up. I'm gonna use Zombify though, so I can have a blocker. Honestly, play another pick your poison. Why not? At this point. This one. I guess. I just 10 met. 10 cards, draw 2. I guess is pretty good. Play another pick your poison. See, now this will make sense. This pick your poison is nuts. Anywhere else. Here. They pay 2 or pay 1. They didn't use the waste, I guess. But honestly, feels like I should have done Massacre, girl. My opponent's not real. He can't hurt me. My opponent's not real. He can't hurt me. I almost just want to play this, but it's definitely just like this. I think you're gonna play another pick your poison. They'll help me, dude. Nice. What do you mean nice? You're bullying me in public. We're gonna end turn here, and there's a reason we're gonna do that, so we can discard the hand size and put the Massacre Wurm in there. If we would have played a land, which we couldn't have, but if we would have played an Enigma Jewel, which is typically going to be seen as like the better play, right? We don't get the worm in the graveyard very easily. I hope you have another pick your poison. I just want to bring back his Massacre Wurm and hit you for 8. That's all I want to do. All right. Yes. Sure. I'd like to move to combat. 7. Fun. Okie dokie. That's a Massacre Wurm. Bro, can we actually talk about that though? Like, I think elves is cool, and I honestly was a big advocate that I thought elves was going to be really, really strong, just because, you know, you have like really good elves. But what is this? Like, what? And they even have black. I'm surprised this isn't Terra Sunder. Like, I almost would have been more okay with Terra Sunder being here. But wow, what a weird game that was. I just wasn't expecting those cards. Maybe I honestly, a little too mean for me. Just, I think, but I was more baffled than anything. All right, this is definitely a weird hand. I'm going to try to keep this, though. Just off one principle alone is I think I want to see how good this Vault can be. So I get to play it next turn, and I have 3 mana to activate it. And I didn't play it. Deck building. Job, Rick. We're nuts. We're actually insane. Name a better duo. Think twice. Okay. So we got hard control over there. It's gonna be like a really awful matchup, I think. Control just has to make sure we have a chance. Who knows? Look at one card. The Phantom Interference, right? No! Honestly, I should have just done what I thought I wanted to do and just play a Sheoldred. That's what I wanted to do, but that draw, you have to, right? You just have to do it. Get lost. I mean, they had 2 lands. Their hand's going to be nuts. So we just have to, like, play to that. But now I got more artifacts for my Vault here. Unless they temporary lockdown me. They do not. Okay. Shelly. Is it time? That is the time to draw your card. Yes. We don't want to use these maps. We're actually going to use these maps to our advantage here. No, another good thing that Get Lost allows us to do. Would you like to draw a card? Thoughts? Atraxa. I guess the Fountainport's just good here, right? Because these cards are dead. Cards do nothing. No, I'm gonna pass. They do play the 2-mana card that exiles the target attacking creature, and I'm just gonna wait. Sure. I understand drawing. I don't understand not scrying there. Do not understand that. I'll tell you that much. Make a fish. Fish time. Activate this. Could actually start just making treasures, but I think more damage equal better good. Yeah. That's my Mazemind Tome. Huh. Mazemind Tome. And we just do what I've been talking about. I'm gonna let this fish do the work. They can keep drawing all they want. I'll just let the Sheoldred do its thing. They should put a stop on their upkeep here. To draw a card. Or to scry and see. Or not. Or not. No. Not Sunfall. What do I want to do? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Let's make a dude. Draw. No, I want my stop. I literally just talked about them. Let's have our stop here. I'm gonna teach him something, dude. I'll need that. Collector's Vault's good. 1 mana. Now I do think maps may be good. A little less good. Don't need another tome, I don't think. And I got Sunfalled. We weren't able to answer it without sun falling there. There should it not just be a Valgavoth then, you think? Team, we need to rally the horses. The troop. Yeah, we do this. Combat. 2. Pass. Sheoldred's obviously good, but I think the thing with Sheoldred just sucks. Thankfully, put the stop on the upkeep, and it just doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not freaking out. You are. Combat. Here. Here. At 6, I almost feel like Sheoldred's the better draw. As long as I can still make a token, I don't... Oh, I can't make a token, can I? No, I can sack a token to draw a card. I can also draw a card. Gain your 4 life. I still can't believe they didn't put a stop on the upkeep prior to that. Down 8. This could be the situation where not attacking with Sheoldred's caught. I'll throw up, dude. I'm gonna throw up. I mean, I guess cut down can technically do something. Do this. Not my 3 sunfalls in a row. I would never do that. Activate here first. Okay. I mean, not my 3 Sheoldreds in a row that my opponent has to deal with. Alright. Go ahead. Down to 6. I don't know, man. I really hope they activate these and I just get to cast Massacre Wurm and win. Could have went for a creature, I guess. I'll put a Zombify in my hand. This seems good. My turn. Do we think they have the exile target attacking creature? And I do. I think they do. They just have so many deck cards in hand. There's got to be something like that, right? No. I refuse. This is actually what we wanted all along. Bring them all up, dude. Bring them all up. Bring them all up. I won every single one of them. I love Massacre Wurm. It's a cool card. There might be a situation here. I have to see how I want to play this. Just discard before or after. Discard a card. Okay, you got to do it before. Let's put a page counter on. Yes. Let's just draw a card. Here. I need 4 life. Here. Activate this. Yeah. Yeah. This one. Here. I'm going for the wacky doodle, you know? I'll grab a Valgavoth, that's fine. My turn. No More Lies doesn't get it done. 3 steps ahead can, but then I can fire off Zombify, I guess. Here's a worm. Here's a worm. That resolves. I have 1 blue mana and no white. No negate, smile. Oh wait, they had a white. I just didn't. Oh no, I couldn't tell. I'm stupid, team. Oh, it's definitely like a. No, we just wait, I guess. I'm the one. I could just lose to this, huh?
Atraxa's plans are already in motion.
I'm at 28. I could lose to this. You have double Jace Mill. This is gonna be the lamest thing I've ever seen. They do, don't they? Oh, they can't play it though. Now that I see their mana, they cannot play it. They will die. Nice. Yeah, play it. Yes, actually, they can't. They can't pay the Phyrexian. You actually have to be able to pay 2 life, and you can't go negative. What a weird way to win that. I really thought I was about to lose to just, oh, I'm sorry, I did nothing all game. Here's 2 Jace Mills. I win, smile. Like, oh, man. All right, we go first. Depending on the matchup, Massacre Wurm could be insane. Apparently, Massacre Wurm is just crazy right now. I don't know. We almost beat blue-white control because of this killing incubate tokens, which is really funny. Not a thing I ever thought I would do. Another white source. Just be like rabbits or something, dude. Please don't be control. What we got? Don't really want to play this now, I think. feels like I should just remove this now. Because in white, you know, you always got that fear of the protection spell. So I kind of want to get that off the board while I can. We'll see. Yeah, there you are. There you are, you little rat. There you are, you little rat. Now I feel bad not playing this. This is the vault. Blue. I like the vault. Don't get me wrong, I can put a Valgavoth into play and feel pretty good about it, I think. So we definitely get to wield the Collector's Vault first, and we definitely have like a lot better draws. The only thing I'm afraid of, or the only thing I want from this, is that and then do nothing. Or play another one. Play another one. Play another challenger, please. Are you going to Shelter by Ghost me? You are, aren't you? Gross. You have the fling in there too? Weird. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes way more sense. So that weirdly survives. That doesn't make me feel great. That's a Sheoldred, which you could argue would be a better card. But do I just put a 6/6 in play or 6/5 in play and hope like it's fine? Am I supposed to do that? This dies. We think they have a second Shelter by Ghost to answer my Sheoldred. Ethereal armor, first strike. That still happens, right? Like, that's the problem. I don't know. I'm just gonna play Sheoldred and lose. I was really hoping they would also diversify their counter. I was really hoping they'd put it on the Scavenger. That leaves Challenger as a 3/2 against like the potential. I wish whenever I played that deck, I just had multiple Shelter by Ghost every time I wanted to do it. I wish you did. Just give me another Shelter by Ghost. Why not? Just throw another one in there. Just add on to the pile. I don't care at this point. I will fight you. And I will do it aggressively. This is 6/5 and this is a 4/5. Things got a little bit of death touch on them. You know, they're chilling. They're chilling. They're chilling. They're chill. They're just a cool, chill guy. Now, I know this went in and they didn't have the protection spell then. But do I like play around that? Or do I just like play for the tome and then just start drawing cards? And I feel like that's a significantly better plan. I have like essentially 10 extra life here. I could give it flying, I guess, huh? Then this life don't matter no more. I'd be a 9. Another land, devastating. I don't know. I feel like that's the right play. Sure. Hey, that cannot be attached. This? Sure. Take that. That seems pretty good for me. Alright. So they ensured Sheoldred died. Now that dies. I get my Volt back. Guess what I get to activate? My Volt, dude, they're 31. I will say, I was like, man, of course they have the 2 Shelter by Ghost, but I guess they had literally nothing else, so I guess I have to allow that, you know what I'm saying? There's a 6/5. Here's this. I want this back. I should have scried on upkeep, but I'm okay. I think we're fine right now. I now have Bitter Triumph. I think everything's good, and we rallied them back from 31 to 23, and they leave. Oh, wow. That's a good one. That's a good one for the team. I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good on that. When it goes first is our hand. I mean, I feel like we got to keep this. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to know that's the right black land? That thing's so hard to see. Sure, I'm gonna play this. They're probably gonna kill it, but my hand doesn't have any reanimate effects in it currently, so I might as well just play him. Some of these lands is just so hard to tell. Like from here, that is so hard to tell. Sure. Here. Okay. Here. No, sir. You can both go away. You get nothing. Not in my esport. I don't accept that. Here's one. Turn. We put a stop on their end step and our upkeep so we can activate this Mazemind Tome twice. Not in my esport, dude. That's Massacre Gathering's only online, right? There's like not a paper version of this game, is there? Can you imagine? I made somebody really upset just now. That's okay. We can talk about it. No. My turn. No. That's like the thing, like Collective Vault was fine. And Kelly. Yes. Not gonna swing that in, obviously. Now, lightning strikes, burst lightning, things like that. Sacrifice, exile creature. All those are definitely possible here. And we just saw it happen. Final Vengeance. Yeah. Gross. Land, instant enchantment, and fierce double. Alright, I guess I lied. I should have kept the Collector's Vault. Sure. I don't know how they beat a Valgavoth, but they definitely beat it if I do nothing forever. I will say that. Well, we need one of those, you know. Man. How do we get rid of it? The Collector's Vault I put down here? Yeah. I guess I'm just supposed to keep the vault. Sure. Two. I mean, I guess this is fine. Messed up, by the way. Gain life, please. Collective Vault's best draw here. Not the third Zombify, I will tell you that. Yep. Why did I put the Collective Vault on bottom? Well? It's not a mistake. To be fair, they can get rid of this if they do it right. They can pay the ward cost. Have it. I'm waiting for you to do it. I'm forcing you to put this card on the stack, sacking these 3 creatures. Yes. I will not move. That. You have it? They have lethal if they have his card, and they might make it more complicated than they need to. I mean, it took you this long to figure that out? Yeah. Good job, man. You finally figured it out. I'm proud of you. That was not that hard. You did not have to think that hard. Like, holy cow, man. Thankfully, this is blue on activation. That's kind of wild. On the one side. So we definitely keep this. No way to discard in this hand either, but we'll find one, right? I won't throw the Collector's Vault back this time. I don't know why. Like. Okay. Let's slow this down. You just gotta keep the elves just down slowly, like. Yeah. We need to land pretty badly. I would even take a Collector's Vault. I'd take about any of the cards. Sure. Now, can we get ran over here? Of course. 100%. Sure. And this is the way to do it. That's for sure. All right. Collector Vault's pretty solid. We wait. We try to, like, suplex them as bad as I've ever done in my entire life. Oh, we watched Legends video. Sure. Who's that gonna block? I don't know. Because this kills all creatures, right? No, your opponents. Okay. The worm. One. An interesting one, that's for sure. Try this. Legends just made a video with this, by the way, and it said the best elf is a wolf, and that's what this deck is. At least I assume. I guess I haven't actually watched it. I just elves. This feels related. Yeah. Got another one to play, I would assume then. One. Here's my things. The whole animation every time, a little tough, not gonna lie, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Down to 5, and this connives, right? Oh, you just put counters on it. Okay. I'll block again. We can do this again. We can play the same esport over and over again. Actually, yeah, it's just feels worth. Like, how many more are they gonna have, right? And then, like, they died us on their turn. Have a way to answer Sheoldred. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty sick. Card is cool though. Vigilance, Trample, and Ward. That's pretty dope. Overall, honestly. Oh no. No. I'll do it, dude. I think we're getting timed out. It's a tragic day. Also, who would have thought Massacre Wurm would be this good, huh? But yeah, we'll wait until we're timed out. Okay, we're gonna time out. My opponent didn't like what I did to them. Play. I'm gonna draw a card because I want to. Honestly, I just did it for a pause to see if it would just pause or what was gonna happen. So I know at this point if I can just keep filming or not. But yeah, I mean, Massacre Wurm, who would have thought? Really good. And who would have thought the arena client said, you know what, elves? You listen, elves. You're going to get put against Massacre Wurm. Why? I don't know. Like, why do that to the elves player? Like, it's so unfair. Like, if I put that elves deck together, or elves in general, because we saw it twice today, if I put that together and the first thing that got reanimated against me, or my first match or whatever, got reanimated a Massacre Wurm, I'd be losing composure. I honestly probably would have done what they did. I would have just called F4. I'm gone. All right, so here we are. Here's the list. It ran a lot better than I thought it was going to. It was kind of a random 5-0 in a league somewhere, and I changed a couple of things. I brought in some cut downs mainly. But the cards I was interested in seeing was how good the Enigma Jewel is, and playing Valgavoth's Faithful along with like these all being able to be activated along with like these was actually great. And using this Vault as a discard outlet was super sick. I mean, it's a land, we want them anyway, and it's a great outlet whenever it comes to, like, for example, in that matchup where we had the Collector's Vault, if we would have just had one of these, we don't even need an artifact. We can just do this, right? Like, even if we don't have an artifact in play, we can just activate this and discard a card. We don't have to have one. And I know it sucks, but sometimes, like, it's just what you got to do. But yeah, this worked out a lot better than I thought it was ever going to be honest with you. But other than that, I mean, we're just playing a solid kind of deck overall, just like doing constant looks, really getting to the combo. Don't necessarily have to tutor for it. And outside of the one game where I probably should have kept the Collector's Vault and our opponent almost gave us the win back, I do think that was like the biggest punt. I just felt like, because we didn't have the card, I literally don't know why I put it on bottom. Like, after thinking about it now, I don't, zero reason this should have ever gone to the bottom there. They were a slow pace deck, at least at the point that we got them to. They were slow. Playing Sheoldred, I should have known it was probably going to get answered. They just collected the Vault and then just started activating it. So whenever I do play this, or even draw this, because of how good the Vault is with Enigma Jewel, this just becomes castable, right? So it's just that weird thing in the game where I kind of punted it away. But other than that, it felt great. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.